Hello everyone, it's time for a check of your Wednesday's weather conditions, and we'll start off by taking a look at the western parts of the country for today. It remains mainly clear and hot over these areas, and a low pressure system that's going to be travelling along the south coast today will further enhance the heat over the southern interior, as it's going to cause a bit of a Bergwind effect into that region. Some extremely high temperatures in the forecast, especially over the Karoo. Behind that low, an onshore flow is going to be cooling things down along the western coastline. That will also bring in some fog, mainly for this evening. It'll be partly cloudy over the eastern parts of the country. Thunder showers will be developing across the Highveld once again over a very similar area to what we've seen over the last couple of days. And here's a closer look at the rainfall probabilities. There we see isolated thunder showers around Gauteng, the northwest, the northern Free State, as well as much of Mpumalanga and some parts of Limpopo. Bloemfontein looks to be dry for today, and a couple of light showers might also be drifting in along the eastern coastline of the country. Those will extend from around East London to the areas just north of Richards Bay. Very little rainfall out of that. Taking a look at your temperatures for today, another hot one for the northern parts, a couple of degrees of warming into the Gauteng area, 32 for Pretoria for today. It's also warmer over the eastern parts, 30 degrees for Ladysmith as well as Bishu. Grahamstown reaches a maximum temperature of 31 this afternoon. Light winds will be pushing in along the coastline for Durban and Port St. John's. It is spring tide today, so your tides will be higher and lower than normal, and always with the spring tide we could see the enhancement of rip currents for some beaches, so do take care if you're going to be entering the ocean today. Very high temperatures across the southern parts for this afternoon, in particular for Oudtshoorn and Robertson, both reaching a high of 40 degrees. Easterly winds are expected for Jeffreys Bay all the way through to Cape Agulhas, but here we see the effects of that low pressure system moving through. Westerly component winds moving in along the peninsula as well as towards Hermanus. Very hot and dry for all of the northern Cape today, all areas above 30 degrees this afternoon, except along the coastline. Alexander Bay cooler at 26 with those winds coming in from the Atlantic Ocean. Northwesterly winds returning to Langebaan as well as Cape Town, and we're expecting very low swells for this area. A look ahead to tomorrow, and the thunder showers continue over the far northern parts of South Africa, where temperatures will be rising. It's going to be a cooler day for Cape Town at 27 degrees and partly cloudy and dry for both Durban and Richards Bay.